total number of votes given to each candidate was as follows. Jeremy Hunt, 46,656. Boris Johnson, 92,153. And therefore I give notice that Boris Johnson is elected as the leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
What's poppin', YouTube? We are back with another podcast series, and honestly just continuing on once again. And this time round, we've just been announced a new Prime Minister in Britain. We've got no other than the man himself, Boris Johnson. So me and Briggs once again back on my channel. We're going to give our opinions on not the whole thought of it. Hey guys, new to the podcasting series as well. So if you are enjoying the vids, you know, click that like button. But yo, let's get it straight away kicked off, Briggs, right?
I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
I'm not
happy.
Immediately.
I'm not going to lie, I am happy. I'm actually happy. Now, I'll tell you why, but go on, tell me, what's going on? What's your thoughts on the man?
Bro, like, was there no other pick? Because was there nobody else that they went, look, seriously, yeah, we're going to pick this guy? Like, not against the guy. I mean, he's done bits, hasn't he, really? He's just been a moron for ages and then got a sick position. Fair play to him.
He threw a basketball and back over his head without even looking right in the hoop. Can you do that? Can you do that?
Fair point.
We got a Prime Minister that can do that right now.
So just shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. And you know what? Fair tackle. No foul in my eyes, right? No foul. That was a fair tackle. What's the kid doing?
Like leaning into it though. So
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Not only is he rugby trained, but he's also football skills like mad, right? Look, we ain't gonna compare Boris Johnson to Pele, but you know what? At the end of the day, right? I think it's good to have a bit of a laugh now. Right, he is a bit of a funny guy. He's a bit of a joker. I think personality-wise, he does stand out. But as a politician, I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you. Is there no other guy? This is what we've resorted to. We've got a joke of a situation going on with Brexit, and then we actually have put a clown in charge of the situation. It's just gonna be so much easier for the Trump card to be pointed at him and say he's the one that screwed it up. You know, that's all it is. I think it's gonna be a fall victim, but I actually like the guy. And honestly, if I look back at it, when I grew up, right, who's been the prime ministers? All pricks, right? I've Tony Blair, big arsehole in my eyes, yeah. Looks like a fucking weasel. If ever I saw a weasel in my life, Tony Blair is a definition of a freaking weasel.
You little weasel. Look at you, you little fucking weasel. I can see it in your eyes. You're a fucking bitch.
And Brown even was pathetic. Then, look, David Cameron, again, a bit of an arsehole. No one's going to deny that.
List of bad shit, really.
It is, like, and then, you know what? Theresa May, yeah, she was not capable of that job, but at the same time, she was put in a bad position. Yeah, but she got dealt a bad hand. Yeah, but you can't. You know what? It was a bit harsh on her, but again, we need a freaking solid leader, and Boris Johnson's not gonna be that guy.
I think with Theresa May, she basically said, "Oh, I've got the worst hand dealt to me ever that you could possibly ever ask for. I know, fuck it all in." That's what she did, and then just fucked it up straight away. If you'd have gradually tried and then got somewhere and someone had said, yeah.
Problem is with her, right, this is where the harsh thing is. She put a plan forward, but Parliament rejected it, saying this is what we should do for Brexit, and it got rejected, and it's just constant over and over again, and now nobody has a freaking clue what's going on with Brexit. I mean, we have literally become officially, once again as a country, as a two-way party system. You're team Brexit or you're team non-Brexit. You're just one of the other now. First time, I think, in a long time, there's literally a two-way party system. Yeah, Labour, Conservatives, but there was Lib Dems put in over there. I've still put my vote down on Green Party. Say what the hell you like, but you know what, at the end of the day, I think that's more important, the environment and stuff like that. I like to think globally rather than regionally. Yeah, right? I think there's a lot more serious problems that we need to look forward to. I'm not going to push my political agenda forward on this vid, but I think same time, right, we have become a two-way country where it's just literally you're one or the other. Now, for myself, I'm looking at this. I'm a guy, right? I used to like read a lot into politics when I was a college student, and you know what? Before uni, that was my thing. But after uni, I enjoyed life. It's not impacted me. The only thing that's impacted me a lot of decision making is when the tuition fee got risen up to $9,000.
No,
that was ridiculous. Like I literally think that was a really bad decision by this country. But fine, you know what? It's powers that be that make that choice. But there's certain things that's happening right now that's outside my influence. I get it. I can walk, but I'm losing faith of politics. That's where I stand. If you were given a chance to vote, because obviously this is something that they've voted in for Boris Johnson to become leader of Conservative, would you have voted this guy?
Probably, because there's nobody else.
That's as harsh, isn't it? There's literally no one else.
It's a situation like the guy's got it via default. To me personally, like
he
there's
won
nobody.
Quite a high percent, 66.
Yeah, but it's at the same time the others offered nothing. At least this guy's a clown. He's fun to watch.
Yeah,
you know what
that's what I mean. He's entertaining. He's entertaining.
I'm not saying the whole 66% have voted on that basis, but I definitely know that more than that. At least a good 20% have voted just because they know who he is.
That's it. I think that's the main thing.
His
image stands out. His image literally stands out. You know who Boris Johnson is. He's a celebrity. Beforehand, he was even I think he was more of a celebrity than he's a politician, and that's the same with Donald Trump. Like he's more of a celebrity than he is like a politician, but now he's the president of the most freaking powerful nation in the world. And Britain, to be fair, is literally in the top 10 nations. The influence that Britain has, but now think about it. It's going to be Boris, Donald, Boris. Like, what is going on? Like, literally, what is going on? And I think the most powerfulest politician in Europe has to be Angela Merkel. But look what's happening. She's shaking now. God knows what's happening over there. Like, you see her videos where she's just shaking. I think her health is gone. But she's done so well for Germany. But again, we have literally come to that part where now it feels like we've become a society more adopting into, like, what we get fed so much more in media. I'll be so not surprised, and I'm gonna be declaring it right now. I have a feeling Kim Kardashian can run for president one day.
Trust me, that's happening.
People are gonna think that I'm talking a lot of crap, but you know what? She is studying into law right now. Her background is that once she learns a bit more, she's got power. She's got power, and I can see her becoming like a president, and that's what's bad. Someone like her in charge is not gonna do anything justice. But look, this is where I'm gonna go into, right? Is it becoming a joke? Is politics literally just fed into media now?
It's just a lot of crap, man. It's just a lot of pointless arguments about which way they want to fuck us up. Basically, that's all it is.
I don't even think it is even that. I think they don't even make decisions, man. I doubt that's what's worse. Do you really think that they're gonna be like, Boris Johnson, what do you want to do? I want to invade Norway, something random like that. They're like, all right, you know what? Yeah, we'll create a simulation at the side, right? And it's gonna be other people making that decision for him, and he's got advisors, and they're gonna make best decision for him. But that's the thing. He's just a face now. I literally think the prime minister, presidents are faces.
Yeah,
and whoever's behind the background, man, it's just
best way
power.
I can explain it is like you have a manager at work. See how his manager tells him. That's pretty much what it is. There's just a guy there feeding the shit, and really this guy's got nothing to blame, but this guy's feeding it, and then he's got to pass it.
He's got to pass it and be the face of that shit. It's like, I have given you this shit, but
and has to take full ownership. That's all it is.
We are in a bad position to have someone like him on power, because it is selling that image where it feels like a joke. I mean, I don't know any decent politicians out there, really. I don't follow it much, so I can't really say. I mean, the ones that stand out or at the moment is like Boris, Trump, Kim Jong-un. Like, you know, these are and there's not people I want to invite over a dinner table straight away. No. Like, you know what
it is. You don't need to know much to know that this guy's a moron, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you look at him and just watch him for 5 minutes. Any YouTube clip you can find, even if it's in Parliament. Yeah, even if it's in Parliament, if it's him doing the basketball shot, whatever it is, watch it and you just know in his mannerisms, this guy is just hopeless. Like you wouldn't trust this guy with your car. Never mind all this that he's got now.
Yeah, he's
You know
in
what I
charge. Again, he's in charge of one of the most powerful countries in the world, and it ultimately affects mine and your future. That as harsh as
Boris
it is.
Johnson.
Boris Bully Johnson. Even
Boris Johnson. Just think about that for a minute.
who names their kid Boris?
You know what I mean?
Who names their kid
Even-
Boris?
even
Like,
then.
you do not name your kid Boris. He did not come out over there straight away and you just think Boris. Like that. What?
Yeah, first name.
Who cursed him with that? Literally.
First thing that comes to your head are all names, even all common names, are Boris. Boris, mate. And I mean, still, people
you know
are going to watch this and think I'm giving Boris 100% hit, and it's not like that.
It's not. I like the guy.
You know what? Fair play to him. He come from where he come from, and now look where he is.
I think he's come from a quite good background.
No, but I mean, in terms of position, you look at everybody else around him. If at the beginning when he first joined, you would have picked anybody,
Yeah.
the camera crew over this guy, and now he's the top dog.
You know what? Again, he's an entertainer and he's a funny guy.
Oh, I'm entertained.
He is a funny guy, but let's be honest, right? People joke about and say now, like, oh, Jeremy Clarkson for Prime Minister. I'll be like Jeremy Clarkson for Prime Minister, even, but he's not a politic. He's just a face and someone that we trust. Like, even people might be like David Beckham as Prime Minister. Again, I will definitely vote freaking David Beckham as Prime Minister, but does he know politics? No. I don't think Boris Johnson knows politics as much. I think he knows a certain type of politics, like probably from his background, from a very conservative upper class background or high middle class.
He'll know more than average. That's what I'd say on the
Oh,
fair
yeah,
comment.
definitely.
He'll know more than average.
More
Like
than
he
me and
probably
you,
know,
obviously.
yeah. But see, the thing is, you can't go to an interview, in your underpants. You just
Definitely.
can't do that. But this guy is practically doing that just with the way he's acting. And that's what makes it funny. It's like, imagine going to a job interview in your underpants, didn't give a shit, didn't answer any questions, and then they ring you the next day and go, you got the job. That's pretty much what happened. That was how that went down.
Well,
Complete fail. Complete fail.
You know his challenger, Jeremy Hunt. I never heard of his name up until now. Have you heard of him?
You know what I want you to put in this video right now?
What?
I want you to put mission failed.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah.
Mission fail, we'll get him next time. Right, we got about a couple of years now till we vote again, so we're going to have to wait a while with this fella. Hopefully. Right, Boris, if you want to get my seriously good book, I like you already, but legalize 3 things in this country. 1, alright, marijuana needs to be available legally.
It's everywhere now.
Yes, everyone smokes it, right? Let's don't even joke about it, okay, for a second. For medical usage as well. Like, America's falling into that. Pretty much Britain, I'm going to say it straight. People are going to say, like, don't say that. We're our own country. No, we are like the 51st state, honestly. You can hate on me as much as you want, but I will say it right now. We literally follow suit.
Yeah,
we
pretty
follow
much.
suit from America.
We're just a bit behind, and then America's
I don't think we're behind.
Japan.
I think we're ahead, but we do follow them. Because at the same time, we got better healthcare. Well, we got free healthcare system. That's another thing I'm going to come round to. Fix the NHS. Fix the damn NHS.
It's not possible, trust me.
We're
when you
looking
break
at privatizing it. Virgin can like help out with that. I don't know. We need to adopt new tactics, but clearly what's going on at the moment is not working, and that's what makes Britain. Like, from cradle to the grave. That was a saying. We had a saying to say from cradle to the grave right after World War II. Like, them people sacrificed their lives, in the most horrific modern battle. Well, I know it's not so modern now because now it's counted as history. Like, actually very far out, but that's our great granddad generation. Think about that for a second. That's our great granddad generation. That's still ongoing. People have memories of that still to this day, but they fought for that, and they said, Britain come around and said, you did all that, we're gonna look after you from birth till the end. I get it. Things have changed so much since that time frame. No one's going to take that away, right? We are benefiting from that sacrifice. We have become lazy a bit, as in, like, personally wise. We become this. We're right now what I am doing with recording, sharing my opinions and thoughts on the YouTube channel. This is who we are now. We are engaging so much more throughout the freaking world. We're entertainers. We are, you know, doing a lot more things, but we don't see much evil, at least in this part of the world. Other parts, you know where it is, and this is the thing. We need. I'm gonna get too much into it. That is something else. I want to get back to Britain, but overall, that's the message. That is what we've pointed out. That is the one thing that I said. I've used the NHS myself. They've been there for me when times were like when I needed them. Like even when it's minor things where I broke my arm in football, it happens. But you know what? I got looked after for. I did not get a bill. I've come from a benefit class family, literally, where my family just had nothing, and you know what, the system still allowed me to go. Said, look, you got your GCSEs, go college. You got your college, go university. You got done university. I've got a job now, and I'm doing what I love, and it gave me the chance. Don't get me wrong, there's problems in my life. There is problems. Society has given me some problems in my life. Government's given some problems in my life. Authority, like the police, given me some problems in my life when it's not deserved. But ultimately, it's given me this as well. I am grateful for it, but also there needs to be a lot more. There needs to be seriously a lot more to help it out. Right now it feels like the upper class or the 1% are getting so much more power, and we're falling down, and it needs to change. In my eyes, that needs to be changing so fast. And so Boris Johnson, whatever you could do, legalize marijuana. Why not? Freaking hell, people want it from our generation anyway. I'll speak for my generation, right? Do it. Just go ahead, do it. You got my 10 out of 10 in my books.
You've at least met, like, if you know 10 people, at least one of them smokes.
Yeah, true.
But it's true. It's true anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Not promoting it or anything like that. But it's true. I have not failed to meet any uni students like, I don't smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Marijuana. It's bad for me. Drugs are bad. Like, no one said that to me. No motherfucker has said that to me in my life, right? Everyone's out there doing it, okay? Second thing, right? NHS, we can fix it. All right, do it. Look at different alternatives. Things ain't working out. That's fine. But finally, right? And I mean finally, start increasing minimum wage throughout this country, because things are getting too goddamn high for the people that are falling behind. And even still, I'm two mindsets about benefits. Benefits people need on, like people like my family who come with from disability, but there's some people that abuse that system, and I get that as well. But you know what? Fine. You know what? If it means small leakage, it's good. It's acceptable. But the bigger leakage comes from the bankers that are not fucking paying their taxes. It's coming from the companies that are not paying the taxes, and you're lenient about that. You accept it because you're scared of what's going to happen as an alternative. And people be like, all right, that's dwelling into one thing, but it's true. If we start taxing the higher people a lot more, and say, look, this is the reason why, help us out. Forget the philanthropy side of things, right? I don't want to see that. I want to see actual physical changes happening in this country, because there are people falling behind. I'll tell you what is worse for someone in my generation, right? The salary increase of an average person has not increased, but you know, for like the last 20 years or so. But what has increased? Petrol, food, freaking everyday living. Everything else has increased. And even houses. I am struggling. I am freaking worked 8 years. At 18 years old, right? I have worked, all right? And I still don't have the money to buy myself a house.
There ain't really much to show
I'm
for
in
it
debt,
these days.
you know, and people be like, oh, but you put yourself in debt, right? Stuff like that. Look, I couldn't predict some things. I didn't know my car was gonna break down. I didn't know my tenancy agreement. Yeah. No one could predict it, but it happened to me. And you know what? I get it. People need safety nets. But what do you want me to do? Do you want me to work like a slave all my freaking life?
That's where it's going. That's
what it feels like. It feels like I'm an economic slave at the moment, and I'm not gonna lie. My education has at least taught me one thing, that I can see where justice is happening and injustice is happening. And injustice is happening to the people that are trying to emerge from this country. They are trying to do their best. There's some people, don't get me wrong, abuse it. You know, there are put in a position where they don't want to help themselves.
Everybody
But when
abuses everything.
yeah, everyone abuses everything, and even right now the powerful and rich are abusing it. Probably some of them don't realize it's even happening. And you know what? There are good people out there. I'm not saying it like there's a lot of billionaires that do a lot for this country as well. Not taking that away, right? But we need to come down, sit together, and start listening to the people a bit more. And right now, this Brexit, non-Brexit thing, I don't know. Right, where do you stand on it? Look, just tell me, where do you firstly stand on Brexit or non-Brexit thing? What would you want? Do you want to leave?
I don't think we do it. I think it just seems like a stupid idea. We've got backup at the moment. Yeah, we say, all right, other things cost us and that, but like it says, half of the stuff weren't even explained properly, and it was done like that to make this shit
Yeah, they
happen,
sold it on a
innit?
lie. They sold it on a
And
lie.
Boris as well, while we're still on this stupid ass, when he just accused her like lying about a statistic or something like that, like about how much we'd actually save him in money when it was nowhere
They all
near.
lied probably, but I get Boris
He was in
part of
trouble
it.
for that.
Did he got fed that lie though? Did
Yeah,
he
but
get fed that lie? Because that's
regardless if he got fed it, regardless if he got told something else, all that's happened there is he said some dumb shit and they've covered it and let him be this.
Yeah.
That's all that's happened. He said something dumb, he's fucked up to win this, and then they've gone, yo, fuck it. No one really backlashed on that too hard. Yo, we'll just say he didn't do it. You know what I mean?
That's it. I honestly really do agree with that. Like, we've been sold a lie. Firstly, with Brexit, I'll tell you right now, I stand by saying we need to stay in the European Union. There's just no major benefits of leaving it. Okay, we have to like literally build up once again. There are certain things that does benefit if we do leave the EU, but I don't think it's enough. And right now, with the political turmoil that's going on, we're devaluing the pound. We're making ourselves look like fools, and the war ain't stopping. See, quite clearly the war ain't stopping.
Some arsehole
yeah,
just flew past, sorry about it.
Yeah, these are the people that we want to clothesline, really. You know, but that's the thing, right? We ain't got the ability to like stop something like the other parts of the world going on and making more progress. China is quite easily going to be the next superpower.
Good game today.
Yeah, you know, 30 years from now, I'll be living in a more of a Chinese superpower world. Brazil developing, India developing, all these other countries, boom, developing. So naturally in capitalism, when things go up, something must go down. And I don't think Britain's keeping up as much. Like, it's going to become like from the 5th richest country in the world to 8th, maybe 10th, and then slowly we'll go back down. But you know what, right? There's a massive difference each step we take back. Massive difference,
it
right?
affects a lot each time.
Yeah, each time it does. And we need to be careful, because that is the thing, right, people? We could be losing out and ultimately gaining basically a bit more of a stronger position.
Yeah.
Like we are wasting our time. We are literally wasting our time. Make a decision. Actually stand by it. We know what's going on. Businesses are happy. Businesses is what makes the country run. That's the main thing. And if it means immigration, so what? We're all humans. For God's sake.
They're only running away from shit.
Yeah, they're running away from crap, right? If you had the opportunity to run away from crap, you would do the same. I don't care if I don't speak the language. If someone next day gave me a job at Saudi Arabia and said, here's 66 grand a year, Wakas, right? I would be like, where do I sign? I want to make my own beneficiary of my life, but these guys are grafting, and I'll be fair with you. I get there's some people out there struggling to get a job, but it is difficult. First job I got, Briggs, right? I'll tell you right now, I counted it every single way, yeah. 117 CVs I had to send out whilst I was in uni. 117 CVs, and I got 2 jobs offered. Took one of them. But that's how long it took. 117, I counted it because I was literally thinking, how does it work? How much does it take?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what it took. And even still, was it my favourite job? No. Did I have to graft? Yeah, I had to freaking graft hard. But I'm here now. I've gotten better. Time given was a bit of my ally. But you know what? Ultimately, I'm in the career that I am in now. And now I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I love doing this, and I want to share my thoughts on stuff like that. So Brexit, mate, like that's
all round. To summarise, because I think we've covered majority, but end of the day, Boris is an arse. No need to give him that. Brexit's all bullshit.
I think you might need to repeat that. See, we can't predict live podcasting, but
It's the problem when it's live, yeah. But yeah, no.
I think everyone deals with some people like that in Britain. We do have arseholes, and there's a prime example. Someone on a quad bike riding down at 2 a.m.
every day. Trust me. Without fail, it's like this guy knows. Like I'm getting up to piss everyone off.
Find the Leeds mysterious quad biker for a handsome reward from us too. Like, please, if you can find him and clothesline him, yeah, boom, do that. Boris Johnson, if you find this motherfucker,
Yeah, sort that
right,
out.
I will vote you dictator for life.
Yeah,
That's like,
Sort that, and then we're talking. But until then, this guy's a no from me.
yeah.
No from the rest of the community.
That's-
It's not, no one's gonna side with this guy. I'm telling you, just because people have voted him, people voted to come out of Brexit, and we now know how bad that's coming.
Impacted us.
You know what I mean? People are stupid. We do stupid things all the time. Look at Trump, for example. Stupid decision, but made because loads of people are morons. But you know how it is.
I think for personally me, right, America kind of gave up with all the facade of it all, and they said, right, you know, we'll test it and see how far it can go. Or maybe there were just absolutely stupid people in America, and that many people did decide to vote him because they thought it was a good idea. But still, that's what, again, back to it, I feel like politics is becoming a joke. I feel like it's just a media game now. I technically, if you want my beliefs, I don't believe politics are in charge. I believe there's people out there that are in charge of politics that pull the strings in the background. But you know what? That you call me then a conspiracy theorist at that point. And
yeah, trust me.
whatever it is, I'm not going to put my belief forward. But you know, I think evidence points out quite clearly, even if you look at it in Roman time, where Marcus Aurelius Crassus owned 50% of Roman's wealth, was in freaking charge of his period. The sentence went to him, and that's not changed. That is literally not changed. We are still falling in the same category. I literally think we are still in the same category, same old system.
If not worse.
Yeah, all. Someone told me, and it's a good saying, capitalism is a dictatorship in disguise. I believe that. I literally do believe that to this day. I really do believe it. I don't think democracy is what's going on. I think we're just faking it, we're winging it as long as it goes. Whoever's in charge is in charge. I just
Needs to sort their head out. If you ask
sort
me.
it out, please.
Sort yourself out, boys.
Yeah.
Come on. What's
Whoever's the
going on?
group in charge, if they're for whatever reason listening, guy.
Just somebody step up and no one's gonna say anything. Just step up and just be like, you know what, Boris? Yeah, you won't vote, but no, we're not gonna let you have it.
There's a dictator in Rwanda who came after the genocide, and he's a dictator, right? And people are like, oh, dictators, don't trust dictators. But he made Rwanda the cleanest African country. He's boosted up the economy. They're becoming an emerging country. He's done so much, after a genocide. But they people like, and yeah, he is putting himself in charge. But who the fuck cares at that point? If you are doing so well for your country, and if a country needs that one person to sort crap out, that's fine in my eyes. I get there's corruption that can happen. I totally accept that. When one person gets too much power over and over again and doesn't keep check on their own mind, corruption can happen. But when they're stable, when they're able to do things, fine, that's all right. But that's what it needs to be. Like, we need people now to say to ourselves, right, can you step up, right? Can you, for the next 4 years, do you want your legacy secured, or do you want the Britain's legacy secured? Are you after the betterhood of the Britain or overall the country, or are you trying to secure your name? Because I think every single president and prime minister are now here to secure a legacy, to secure their name in the future. Why not? You want to go down in history. You want to be remembered for something, right? And I literally think that's their mindset. I literally honestly believe that is their mindset. I don't think many politics now go into politicians to benefit them, you know, the overall country. I think they have ideas, but the ideas get corrupted over time when someone gives them a paycheck. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Right, if you tell me tomorrow, right, okay, Wakas, punch yourself. How about, why the fuck would I punch myself? Here, Wakas, punch yourself for $5 grand.
Yeah,
you know, like that's what I'll do. You know, you put there's a price tag on me. You can buy me at a certain level. I'm not a prostitute, by the way, but
five grand's not.
You know, there's a certain level where I would be willing to accept doing shit for money, and that is my corruption myself. I'm not gonna admit it. I'm about you know, in my own way. Right, you can see me whatever bad morally because I accept money to do something that I normally wouldn't do. But that's what the world is. That's what the world made me out as it be. Hopefully, though, I'll use the money to do good, and that's ultimately I do want to do good in this life. Ultimately, I'm over here to make a good change, not a bad change. That's what I think.
I guess everyone tries to do it.
Everyone tries to do it, and I guess politicians even try to do it, but they need to realize what is good. Is it good for themselves or good for everyone else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I give money to charity, for example, am I taking a picture, putting out Snapchat saying, look what I'm doing? Is that making me look good because I want to show people that, you know, look, I'm doing all this good stuff, but ultimately I still get the views and the likes? Or should I just do it and not even mention anything? Don't even say it. Just do it. And that, I think that's what it needs to be separated. You're doing it because you wanted to do it. No one's told you to do it. No one's forcing you to do it. You've just done it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
God damn, though, just to jump in, a bit off subject, it is hot as a motherfucker.
Let me just tell you right now, as a fellow brown man, right? Okay.
I'm struggling. This is not white man
I have
weather.
been in some of the hottest countries in the world, right? And this honestly just feels like it's Egypt. Like, it feels like we're in Egypt or Saudi Arabia or Pakistan.
I'm sorry,
India, whatever.
I'm literally.
We are in a boiling. This is a beautiful day in Britain, but again, going back to right at the beginning, is this global warming? Is this what it's coming? Am I enjoying this weather, but deep down, right?
It's just warm as a motherfucker. You can probably see. Look at me. I'm sweating up in this bitch. I am sorry, guys, but this is bad.
It's 27 degrees. Typical British talk, right? We talk about the weather, but yo, it is 27 degrees, people.
It's too much.
That is mad.
I wasn't built for this.
No, I wasn't.
I was built for snowy weather.
My pigment wasn't even built for this, people. I'm just gonna be honest with you for straight up. Bro, I've got 2 more questions. I want to wrap things up because I think you're right. We did cover up a lot. I want to say, where does Britain stand on the world stage?
Fucked. That's that one answer. Next. That's where we stand.
I think we're still looking good.
No.
Good. We look
That's
good.
an illusion. We are fucked right now. I don't even want to say panic, but panic. It's gonna fuck up.
I think Britain. No, you get so.
We've
impressed.
put a moron in charge. I'm sure of it. We put a moron in charge just to blame this moron. When shit goes wrong, we can go, yeah, but he's stupid, and everyone's gonna go, oh yeah, Boris is dumb as ass. Everyone knows it, so why do it in the first place? Because some cover up some bullshit. That's what that's gonna be. I'm telling you.
Probably, if they look at political stage, we don't look good. We don't look good in political state. But overall, as a country, we still stand up. We're still a beacon. We're still a beacon. Nah, we're not.
I say we stand for.
Right. Who's better than us? Right. Let's be honest.
Where
right.
we
I'll
are.
tell you right now. Right. I'll name you what countries I feel like are doing better than us. Right. In terms of everything, I think as harsh as it is, just because America's superpower, you have to say it is, right? Overall wise, Canada even, they do a lot for in the way they structured out their politics stage and everything. They've honestly quite excelled ahead. South Korea, they got problem with North Korea, but ultimately what they do for their citizens overall good. I'm not going to put any of the emerging countries because they're up and coming. But there's Qatar, like free healthcare, stuff like that. People are like, oh yeah, they've not got much freedom and stuff like, yeah, fuck the freedom for a second, right? You know what? Everyone's got a different point of view, okay? Everyone has a different point of view. That's just the world, okay? We're not all going to agree on something. But I'm ultimately talking about what a country offers you as an individual person. For me, sacrificing, this is bad, but sacrificing some freedom for comfort, I'm happy to accept that because I want to be safe. Ultimately, I want myself to be safe. I want my family to be safe. And if it means sacrificing a few freedom, not so much, not where it's like a freaking police state, but it's something that is entrusted to my government to say, here, we'll do that for you. Fine. People will debate that. I know you're going to say something as well.
Yeah, if I guess if you could do that, it would have been done already. If that were possible, just to make a nice trade off.
Yeah, but
if it was possible, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. That would not make any sense.
America's like right to bear arms because you know what? If someone robs your house, you want to be able to defend yourself. And to be
don't
fair,
do that shit here. Don't do that shit.
right to bear arms. No, you don't want to.
If you're not from UK, right? I know you've probably got your fair share of morons wherever you may be. There's a lot here. I can just vouch that there's a fucking.
There's a lot of dicks over here.
So,
I mean, like we grew up with around a lot of them people.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, a lot of the population, I guess, in every country is fucked. Because they're all stupid, they're all uneducated, they all don't know what's going on, and that's because of their own rules that fucked them in the first place.
Yeah, education's so important, man. Education is
so, I mean, fix education.
The key to fix a lot of things in this world.
I say you fix education, you sort fucking Boris out, get someone more serious. Come on, let's get serious with it. Yeah, it's laughing a joke now, but let's plan to fix that.
Let's plan for the 20-year game like China does. Yeah. Let's not plan for the 4th, 8-year, 10-year game. Let's plan for the 25-year game because we got some serious things that we need to start looking in this world. We're gonna run out of oil. We're struggling. The world is getting damaged. We're losing species rapidly. We are destroying the single planet that we have got, and we are no way close at looking at another planet before we could even look at even colonizing another home world. We are going to destroy ourselves, and you know what? It's not this it's not the generation that's in charge that cares about it. It's our generation that start gonna feel the effects in 25 years from now. But I'm worried for how my kids or my grandkids are going to be like, because I'm hoping the green technology that we've already know what to put in is going to start implementing a lot more. If it means we have to do a lot more hard work to sacrifice to save this planet, we need to start looking into that. But seriously, as a young man, I'm saying this right now to anyone out there that is listening and you're around my age bracket, right? We need to get our voices heard. Because when they go, and they will go before us, if you look at normal biology, hopefully none of you get run over or whatever life chucks at you. But still, we are going to be picking up the pieces from our granddads and parents' generation. And them pieces are going to be hard to pick up. And right now, they're leaving more and more and more behind for us to pick up. We need the changes to happen. Not like we'll do it next year or 4 years. It needs to happen now, today, even like more recycling, more helping out the environment, more looking after one another, less wars. For fuck's sake, why are we still fighting one another? Like, I get we have differences, but fuck me, start putting education forward in every single country. Get people educated. I know it seems like a simple thing I'm asking, and I know there's a lot of challenges, but forget for a fact for a second, right, we are losing it due to a lot of complex differences, cultural differences, individual powers, individuals that are corrupted, yeah. Whatever you put it behind, yeah, that is destroying us. And we've got the louder voice. We need our voices to be heard a bit more.
What before I pass out is your second question, by the way?
Right. How is it going to impact mine and your life? This whole thing, right?
I don't give a shit. I'll be totally honest. I don't give a fuck. The only reason I'm saying fuck Boris is because he's a moron. That's the only reason. I don't care. Me personally, what's it gonna do? By the time shit fucks up, I'm a bit older when it's seriously fucked anyway. Maybe even if it fucks up in the next couple of years, I don't really care. End of the day, it was gonna fuck up one way or another. Whether you put this moron in charge or you put another moron in charge, whatever you want to do, it's gonna fuck up anyway. I personally don't give a shit. It is what it is.
You know what, right? I've got that same mindset. I do want things for, like I just said, like things to go for a future bit. Personally, me, it's not impacted my life too much for anyone that has been in charge. I still, like I said, managed to do things I wanted to do. Financially, not in the position that I want to be in. I obviously, like anyone, I've been fucking brainwashed by all this, maybe hip-hop music, whatever you can describe it. Something's brainwashed me to want more, alright? I want the latest TOI go. I want a better house. I want this and that. I want to improve, myself and, try to do a lot more and gain myself financially. Like so many people want to do in life, yeah? But ultimately, what I'm trying to put it down is I want happiness, but it's been replaced by materialism with happiness. But I'm trying to find the differences now, doing what I do passionately to do that. But This country's giving me the opportunity to do that. This country is giving me the freedom to do that. I respect it. If it needs to be defended, I will defend my home to the grave. To the grave, I'll defend this place. It's not impacted me so far. I don't think much change is going to happen in my life, but I do want to see some changes where it makes my life a bit more easier and helps out other people, because I know there's people struggling. I've seen people struggle. Help them out. Help them people out as whatever way you can do. I'm not a politician. I'm not going to sit down over here pretending I know the solution to hold the freaking wall. I'm just a guy that has ideas, right? And I'm putting it forward. All I'm saying is we need to help out the ones that really do need it. And please, for the love of God, do that, because that will make me at least sleep a lot better in the night in this country, thinking the people are looked after. NHS, fix it, because I don't want to be one day, God forbid, I have whatever deadly disease put on me, cancer, and then some doctor says, by the way, your health insurance has not gone through, and you and your family are pretty fucked. Because I'll turn around and go, fuck this world. That's how I feel. I'll turn around and say, fuck this war. I'll be angry as a motherfucker. I get it. It's a natural thing, but I'll be fucking angry. And I'm not worked over here. I've not learned this much to end up leaving this world angry at the position that I've started in. No one deserves to leave this world like that. Nobody. We need to fix that shit up quickly. If you're a good person, if you do everything you do right in life, yeah, you deserve happiness upon your death. You really do. It does it, however this impacts us, it just overall makes us more happier. Right, fuck it. You know what? I've talked a lot, you know, in my own hands. You're sweating like a motherfucker.
I am warm. I need to wrap this.
Yeah, I know, but you're going to pass
guys.
out. Yo, I've been having Coke, sipping and over here. I'm not promoting McDonald's anyway by any means that's necessary. Guys, look, podcasting, obviously something I am trying to do more and more on this channel. I've got Briggs over here that's been giving me a big helping hand. I just want to say thanks, bro. Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem.
Right, thank you a lot for that. Going to try to do a lot more not politics stuff, podcasting vids coming out. Whatever comes up, I'm going to be down on it. I'm going to be definitely going on a lot more vids, right, such as this. Like I said, I'm new to the game, new to the equipments, new to every single thing, right? Whatever opinion you got, feedback, whatever, I don't care if you're hating on this vid. I don't care if you like the vid, I would say that, appreciate that. But still, if you're hating on the vid, still, you know what, it's still feedback for me. That's all I'm going to say is, at the end of the day, right, I can only improve, yeah, by listening to people, and I'm more than open to suggestions. So comment below, hit that like button, because that really gets the things out there. At the end of the day, you know what, like I said, trying to make things work for my own self, doing what I do passionately, and follow your dreams, people. That's all I say. Last advice, follow whatever makes your heart happy, whatever makes
just like Boris.
Just like Boris, because if he could freaking do it, you guys can freaking do it, right? Get up, right? Just do it, like just do that. Like, honestly, I'm gonna put a Shia LaBeouf clip on at the end. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it, but still, guys, that's been all wrap up done and dusted for now. I'll see you next time. Peace up.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it!